Hello guys, si Kersan Filoso ulit ito at welcome sa episode 24 ng laro tayo ng Disco Elysium. Okay, so teka, bago natin start guys, check ko muna kung nagre-record na maayos si OBS ha, sandali lang. Okay, nagre-record siya maayos, yung audio is okay. So, continue. So, last episode, inabot na naman tayo ng gabi. Napilitan na tayo magbenta ng mga items natin para lang may makakatulog pa tayo. Pero kailangan pa natin magsunog ng 2 hours eh. Kailangan 9 o'clock balikan natin yung nagyoyosi. Kailangan tanungin natin siya yung mga nalalaman niya eh. So, saka save ko lang. Tayo ng additional dito. Okay. Pwede pa rin kausapin yan, pero meron ba siyang sasabihin sa atin? Wala yata eh. Wala. Eto mga to, wala naman sasabihin sa atin to na eh. Pero try na rin natin. Nagsusunod naman tayo ng oras eh. Kailangan pa natin ng 1 hour 30 minutes.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Clashy. Now, I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
He leans back and regards you with curiosity. Because she's your real leader, I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to to Lely's killer. I have seen her in a ano? I have seen her in a laudanum induced delirium. The paranormal instinct the paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. Look, I need to pin this on someone, and I've decided to pin this on her. I suspect she killed the victim. That's why. Because she should... ayoko sabihin to, delikado to eh. Sige. Because she's your real leader. Ito lang muna.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
Okay,
How
fine.
many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off!
No choice. Sige to, go.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Sinensor.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
May nakuha dito to. Bago na naman. Make Titus give up Ruby's location. Ruby was the organizer of the hanging. She's also missing, but the Hardy Boys will be tight-lipped about her location. You need to get them to open up. Have you fully explored the whirling? Analyzed the site of the murder, truly and thoroughly interrogated Clashy. All this might make convincing them easier. Titus doesn't believe Ruby shot the hanged man. Present a theory, make him see it's something to consider. Okay?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Logic 4. Try natin. May item tayo na improve ng logic eh. Try natin. I'm going to take off now. Yan, try natin. Teka. Alam ko may item tayo para dyan eh. May coding tayo ng logic. Exposure. Endurance. Ito, +1 logic. Ito rin. Okay. Try natin. Save muna natin. Tapos tignan natin kung tumaas.
It's you again. What is it?
O, even na. Try natin. Pero if ever nakasave naman, ulitin ko na lang pag nag-fail. Logic. Impossible. Present a theory about why Ruby could have done it. Oh, nakuha ka agad. Nice.
Lightning in your neocortex. The hostile cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here all night with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
He points to the karaoke stage. She didn't go to the toilet. She didn't go to the bar for She didn't go to the bar for a drink. She didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke. Wala, hindi naman natin nakita kung nasa toilet dito, so baka to. Baka for a drink.
No.
In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time?
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has a complex operation to run from her lorry. She's a busy girl. Always has been.
This complex operation is probably something illegal.
Just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot the merc. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
Hindi. Yung nakita nating entrance. Posible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right? There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. Have you noticed the winch out back? On the outer wall of the whirling. Ito actually,
How?
he looks sincerely curious. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Weird? How? You're wearing the pinball maker's coat.
What do you mean weird, Theo? No time to waste on this. Tama. What do you mean weird, Theo?
It's run by a fella called Nerflock something, who wore a yellow dust coat like the one you have on right now. Weird guy. Never liked him.
Sino? Anong pangalan nun? Baka pwede ituro sa amin.
It is a very comfortable coat for such an oldie.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator for that matter.
Meron.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
Good one, Kim. From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside. Tama. Huwag natin yan.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
Nice.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Ito. I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
He takes a sip of his beer. Recent nod. Recent nod. A week or two. Recent nod. But they didn't fit with any of yours on the scene, Ruby included. There were prints there with horizontal lines. Ito, sige.
Horizontal? I see they taught you well in your RCM school. My old man, a hunter, and a half-blind one at it, could have said that. Horizontal lines. Good news is, I'm still listening.
He knows they had to be recent for those lines to still read. This wasn't a failure.
Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling? There were pinball machines in the workshop, still operational. Wala yan eh. Have you noticed the winch out? Sige.
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
That's right.
That's one mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
Sabi natin yan. Parang walang mangyayari dito eh. Pero to, you do agree. Ito, sige, try natin. Hindi pwedeng mag-move on pa eh.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Nothing, I just thought we could bring some down. Get some new machines in here. What if they're somehow connected to the murder? A pinball murder. Just making an observation. Let's move on. Pwede. Tapos sabihin natin sa kanya. Dahil gusto rin ni Garth yun eh.
Wow, man, can we? I mean,
that'd be awesome. I beat that royalist machine 20 times now.
All right, all right. We can get the barman to bring them down. What else?
Sige. You do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a 72% chance that the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
I analyzed it on the spot. Turns out I can do that. Yes, big lab. Back in Jamrock. The Jamrock Ballistics Lab. Sige, ito na lang.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. What else have you got? That puts her on the roof.
Wala na for now. Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly, firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
Binili niya yung baril ni ano, yung baril, si Ruby yung bumili ng baril natin, yung ganun. Guys, this is Revachol. Anyone could get a gun around here, anyone. I have analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed. There is a small 28% chance that shot came from beyond the roof. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her.
You lost your gun?
The blind man is taken aback, not even laughing.
What an idiot!
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
Malamang. Yes.
No, you didn't. And Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
Meron pa naman tayo, di ba? Isa pa.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
Sige, ito na kagad. Jacketed.
So,
The man shrugs and looks at you.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military grade, how did Ruby get it?
Just because it's red doesn't mean you can't get it. I'm just beating up with what I know. You're right. I'm never solving this case. It's too complicated. Sige, ito number 2.
Right. That's mighty forthcoming of you. So, let me extend you the same courtesy. She's connected to you know what.
Organized crime. Down in Jamrock, probably. He's not being too forthcoming. This is not a surprise.
So she may have access to semi-automatics, but that's a long fucking stretch of the imagination.
There's a small 28% chance that the shot came from beyond the roof. Ito na kagad.
Yes, goddammit, I know what a 72% chance means. It means there's a 28% chance it isn't that. And 28% is no small chance either.
Just making sure we are on the same page. It doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info candidly.
Next to. Guys, this is Revachol. Anyone could get a gun around here. Anyone.
Look, fucko. Ruby and I are pretty tight. She would have showed me the gun if she had one. She knows I love guns.
yeah, everyone knows Glenn loves guns.
I don't know, Glenny. Ruby's a little secretive, isn't she? Wasn't like she told you every little thing.
This one does not like Ruby. May prove useful.
Come on, guys. She's fond of you. Of course she's carrying. You all are. She's... Clashy said Ruby takes care of things. You don't do that without a gun in Revachol. So you like waving your guns in people's faces? Doesn't mean she does too. Pwede.
Nah, man. She'd totally wave her gun in your face if she were here right now. And you'd fucking piss yourself.
It's clear this one is protective of her.
Easy now, Glenn. What he's trying to say is, people who don't have guns don't shoot people. You need a gun for that. You can't prove she has one.
You don't need to prove anything. Doubt is enough for now. And Titus must have some.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon. Just that we need to find her. Move on.
I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
The tattooed man burst out laughing at his own joke.
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
It's not why did she kill him. It's not why did she kill him. It's why did she organize the cover-up. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus. Again. Ito. The number 1.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Yan. 1 hour na lang. Tsaka yun pa, malapit na tayo matapos.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Eugene, let's assume you killed him. Shanky, let's assume you killed him. Titus, let's assume you killed him. Sino kanina nagsabi may plano? Sino yung ano? Empathy si ano? Si Glenn. So si Shanky. Okay. Shanky, let's assume you killed him.
I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that.
He's quick with indignation. Natutuwa ako sa development nito ng game na to, guys, kasi yung ano dahil sa yung mga teleserye ng GMA7 paghapon. Parang ganun ang dating eh.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus. Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her. Move on. Hindi naman siguro, pero sige, ito na.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why? Bakit?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you
Nice.
find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Nakakuha tayo ng skill point. Saan natin lalagay? Sagad na yung mga dito natin eh. Ito na lang isa, yung reaction speed. Pero dito naman na. Sagad na natin yung rhetoric. Tapos na. Done. Ayan. Make Titus give up Ruby's location. Dito, meron bago. Wala pa. -1 logic. Wag yan. -1 esprit ko. Wala. Perhaps he looks perhaps he looks out of the window again. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy enough. It won't be easy though. She made sure of that. When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What are you scared? What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me, as in the RCM? Me personally? Ano man, malamang ito.
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Don't forget the funny tie too. No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the ending of the human experiment. I'm sorry, God, why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? I have no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head. Sige.
Sure. Normal.
He says without smiling.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me? Do you have any clues on where Ruby went? Ano muna?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Baka sa kabila ng bridge.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al, and we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
Won't stop.
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
That true, Kim? Am I a can opener? Hindi niya rin alam eh. Ngayon lang natin siya nakilala eh. Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus. This called me. But she was too scared.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
No, yun na. Nasa kabilang side.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
So, eto. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there's some shit houses there, a cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
Ask about Ruby in the village. New task. Titus said Ruby, the instigator of the lynching, has a shack she rents on the coast. First go across the waterlock, south of Martinez. Then walk down the coast until you find a little fishing village. Ask around. The locals must have seen her. Ask the fisher folk in the village. Maybe their leader knows something.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish, hair's red, dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
It's not much, but it'll do. Go on.
It'll have to.
Walk away na.
Asshole till the end, huh? Well, fuck you, too, then.
Wow. So someone's been a little boring.
What? No, I'm not. Get out of here. What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
I like brown. I like standards. Look, I'm just trying to do my job. No need for extravagance. What is this? Picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns. Kim, am I boring? Ato na.
Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copper type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait. This will be my kappa type now. This will be my kappa type now. Kappa type now. Why not? Send out the telefax then. I'm not ashamed. Opt in. Yeah, no need. Let's keep that announcement on standby for now. Opt out. Sige. Ito muna. Opt out muna tayo.
Good. Of course. To outright declare yourself something does seem a bit too interesting now, doesn't it? I won't trouble you any further.
Ano ba yan? So, kailangan pa natin ng 43 minutes. Sige, libot muna tayo.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours?
Yeah, and I don't need this criticism. I don't need this criticism right now. This chapter is closed. Discard thought. Sige. Inuubos na natin yung oras natin eh.
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and ruby-centric in the end.
What do you mean?
Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash?
Well, the bullet didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come from anywhere on the coast. The bullet was jacketed. These don't just lie around everywhere, do they? It turned out the bullet was an antique. The footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit with the odd soles prints on the crime scene. So far, no one has mentioned hearing the shot. I'm done thinking. I'm done thinking about this. Ito, sige. So, jacketed muna.
Good point. It is rather rare these days, but do continue.
Ito.
Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window. True. Strange how you conducted the whole advanced ballistics analysis and then hand-waved it. No, they didn't.
Ito, sige. Number 5.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
Okay, 40 minutes pa.
That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof. Lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
Save natin. Sige, subukan natin yan. Kasama natin si Clashy. Clashy eh. Teka, baba. May thought eh. May lumabas na thought. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. Wala na.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Why do I feel like you've won here?
I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't feel like I've won. I feel like shit, sir. All the time.
She smiles. A bitter little smile. She means it.
But this turned out well for you. You've slipped past all suspicions. You're right. Sige. No.
Clearly, I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we? How well could it have gone? I mean,
She looks
The
around.
rain falls on her shoulders, tinting her blonde hair light brown. It smells of industrial pollution and brine.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility.
What are you contained for then?
For my sins, of course. The long-standing sins of a bad, frivolous person. For destroying my first love. For working for bad people. list goes on and on.
This all turned out well enough for this all turned out well enough for you. You somehow managed to not become a suspect. Something seems off with this theory I've developed about Ruby. The dried flowers on the roof. Could Ruby have left them? These don't fit with these don't fit with anything.
The what? Oh, those ones. I don't know, sir. I said I have no idea what to make of them. Honestly, I think they're just trash. I mean, there's no reason for me to think they're somehow connected to her.
Something seems off with this theory I've developed about Ruby.
I don't know what to say.
It all seems fortuitous for you.
None of this is fortuitous for me.
Say number two. This all turned out well enough for you. You somehow managed to not become a suspect.
Did I? Why do I still feel suspicion hanging over me then? What I managed was to get him killed. I'm the love that does people in, remember?
The lieutenant looks away, over the railing. He feels uncomfortable with this conversation. He doesn't know what to add.
Okay, that's it then. I guess. That's it then, I guess.
She nods, slowly, carefully even.
Wala.
There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. Not malicious, but dangerous.
Try natin. Let's get back to those lies you told.
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
Parang ayoko sabihin to. Talaga.
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
What if I told you you're under arrest, Clashy?
Clausia. It was my first real boyfriend who gave me that name. He never recovered from the shit we went through. Because of me.
Cute, you're still under arrest. Huwag natin tanong to, delikado na yun eh.
I know I'm shit. I know. But I haven't done anything. At least nothing illegal.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
You misrepresented information about the case. Without the hardest confession, we'd know nothing. You're a suspect in a murder investigation. You're a flight risk. That is all the reason I need. You're not playing these games with me anymore. Wag your finger next to your head. You're coming in. Number one.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no.
Her eyes become round with fear. She tries to back further off.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
What do you know? Who shot him? Kim, arrest this woman before she can say anything else. Ignore her theory. Okay, sige, go.
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Why do you think it was her? And how could she have killed him? Okay, that's it for Ruby. Wrap it up. And how could she have killed him?
She could have had access to the roof. You've noticed that door there, right? Maybe it leads downstairs. She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me, ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
Ay, tipo pala eh. And what is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
Dapat pala kinausap natin to si ano. Oops. Pero at least nakuha natin yung ano din eh.
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Sounds like she was fixated on you. This is just sensationalism and guesses. I don't know what to make of this. Okay, number one.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
Yun nga.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you? Baka hindi. Pero parang ganun nga nangyari eh.
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
She looks through the window of her room.
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
Okay, that's it for Ruby. Wrap it up.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Who? That's all good, but I think we should still take you in, just in case. Step a little bit closer. Okay, I'll keep you here, miss. For now, back off completely. Sige, go.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
Something tells you, you will.
Let's talk about you and Ruby again. Tama. Okay pala eh. Maubos yung oras natin dito. Yung
She
hinihintay natin eh.
nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
Wala na.
Okay.
She looks relieved. let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
Okay. At least nabuo natin yung nagawa natin ng nabuo natin yung theory. Meron pa tayong 15 minutes pero in-game, in recording time, wala na eh. 9 minutes na lang eh. So, end na lang muna natin sa labas. Kailangan pa natin ng 10 minutes in-game eh. Ay, 15 minutes in-game. Wala na. So, baba tayo ulit. Labas tayo. Tapos save na natin. Ano na lang eh. 8 minutes na lang eh. Check natin yung inaano natin isa. Two hours for. Well, anyway. End na natin dito muna for now. Isa pa. Okay, burahin yung save, yung auto save tapos end natin for now. Okay. Okay guys, so Kerson Velosa signing off. Tuloy na lang ulit natin itong game na ito next episode.